Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I started a series on my TikTok and it's called Good, Bad, and the Ugly. I said I would bring it over to my YouTube because it would allow me to be able to talk more and longer. Grab your wine, grab you some popcorn, chill. We're gonna be here for a little second. Let's get into it. So today we're gonna be talking about weight loss, body image. It's something that I struggle with and I've been struggling with for a long time. I don't know about you guys, but I know that somebody out there can definitely relate to some of the things, especially like, you know, body image and how we view ourselves. I think that it's extremely important to be so transparent with my followers, my subscribers, just in general, because I sit here and I do my makeup, but at the end of the day, when I turn the camera off, I have real life issues, real life insecurities, and things like that. So I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys about like things I'm going through. I had made a video about a situation that I had went through a few months ago. And someone asked me about my self-esteem, and that's what kind of sparked me to like want to talk about this. I would like to first say, like, I've struggled with my self-esteem for so long in my life. I literally used to get bullied so much for the way that I look, the way that I talk, the way that I walk. Like, now looking back at all of those things, I feel like it wasn't about me. It was more about other people and the way that they viewed themselves rather than the way that I was. But I carried those complexes with me in my life. It really did prevent me from seeing like, hey, you are beautiful inside and out, and there is somebody out there for everyone. But because I had such low self-esteem, I have allowed myself to go through so many things. I have kids and I don't want that for them. So I'm trying to reteach myself how to love me. And I think like as a mom, I feel like women just go through this in general. Some women don't, and I love that for them. But unfortunately, I was not one of those women that just fell in love with like everything about myself after having a baby. After my first son, I hated the way that I looked. And it's so sad because I went so long without even looking in the mirror. Like, I would literally use the bathroom, and when I would wash my hands, I would look everywhere else but like in the mirror. I would brush my teeth and I would not look at myself. I would look everywhere else. Like things that you would normally like take the time to look at yourself when you're in the bathroom. Like, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't even doing my makeup. Like, I genuinely hated everything about myself. And it just, looking back at that, like, I hate that I was so, or I wouldn't say I hate, but I like strongly dislike the fact that I treated myself like that and did not give myself grace after having a baby, because you carried a human being inside of you, and that is like literally the best gift that anyone can ever give anyone. I carry myself in such a manner that people do not even expect me to have like low self-esteem, low confidence. For so long though, like I did not carry myself like that, but deep down inside, I would like walk past and like, oh, I hate that roll. Ooh, I hate that my stomach falls this way after having kids. And there's just like so many different things. But even when I was younger, like, and I'm talking like not even a teenager, I had such a huge complex. It breaks my heart when there are little girls out there that have like complexes already, and it's like, how did you even get those complexes? Where I'm at today with my complexes, with my self-esteem, it's building. I still feel certain ways about the way that I look, and I will say though, like, people just commenting and telling me how beautiful I am, and the like just overall just starting to like really speak life into me. I think that's super important, to speak life into yourself. Like, I get up every single morning, I brush my teeth, I do my skincare, and I tell myself, you're beautiful, you're gonna get everything that you want, everything that you need, you are going to be so successful, keep going, keep going, keep going, don't give up now. You give up now, and what was this for? I'm telling you, I beat that in my head every single morning. Over time, I started changing the way that I would say these things to myself in the mirror. You are beautiful. You are getting what you want. You are getting what you need. You are successful. Like those type of words. Like it started off with, you know, me watering myself, and now I'm telling myself I have these things. And I don't have these things just yet, but they're coming, and I know that they're coming. I am just thriving, and I'm getting to a place where I am genuinely just so happy. Another topic that I would like to talk about today is, because I'm like watering myself and I'm speaking life into myself, I'm overall just becoming more happy. And even if I don't have X, Y, and Z right now, I'm still just happy. I'm where I'm being at in life. My growth, my success, the way that I'm handling situations. When I had my second son, I went through like a phase, and it was me like buying a bunch of clothes. Like I was buying so many clothes, and I was content with like myself. I've come to the conclusion I'm just gonna be a big girl all my life. It just is what it is. I need to just start loving the body that I have and stop speaking down on it so much. So that's what I did after I had my first son. I just really focused on, or my second son, sorry. I really focused on loving myself, loving the body that I have, loving me in clothes. So I was just experimenting on different type of styles, things that I like. And I think that's really what helped me get to where I'm at now when it comes to how I dress. And I am a strong believer that the way that you carry yourself, getting up and doing your hair, getting up and doing your nails, doing your lashes, getting your hair done and stuff like that, like self-care is so freaking important. Making sure you have time to do those things are so important, because it will give you like that like confidence boost. The reality is being upkept, shaving and exfoliating your skin, and like, yeah, these are like kind of high maintenance things, granted. Like, do what you feel makes you feel pretty, you know what I'm saying? For me, what makes me feel pretty is getting my lashes done, getting my hair done, making sure I'm shaved, I'm exfoliated. Skincare is like my thing. I freaking love it. I make sure I do my skincare every morning and every night, because it's super important to me, and it makes me feel pretty. It makes me feel happy. Buying clothes and stuff like that also just makes me feel happy. Like little things like that is such a confidence boost, because like, you ever buy like some shoes, you put it together real nice with your outfit, and it's like, okay, you're in the mirror, like put it on, you're taking pictures, you're doing all of that, like you're doing your absolute big one, because why? You feel good. And the like clothes, shoes, all of those things, just it really does take you up a notch. I'm not gonna lie. Doing things that makes you feel beautiful has been one of the biggest things, because like after I had my first son, I did not do any of those things, which is why I just hated the way that I looked. But I also did not have, I wasn't in a place, I wasn't knowledgeable. Like that was my first son. Like I was so depressed, and it really showed in the way that I carried myself. And I definitely want to say, like, after having kids, like it is so hard, because like you're tired, there's so many changes, especially if you're a first-time parent. Skin's not the same as it used to be, because pregnancy changes your body. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I feel like I'm still in such a repairing mode. I still look in the mirror some days and I'm like, I don't like the way that this looks on me. I go and change some clothes if it doesn't look right. Like, you know, there's some days that I wake up and I don't feel pretty. There's some days that I wake up and I feel like I'm the baddest bitch walking. I mean, we're human, and we are gonna feel these things, but we have to understand that, hey, like you are not these things, and just because you might feel this way doesn't mean that that is the way that you are. So I also wanted to talk about my weight loss journey. I have stopped and started and stopped and started and stopped and started like so many times when it comes to my weight loss. I started when I was pregnant, or before I found out that I was pregnant with my daughter, and then obviously I just did not keep up with it because I was pregnant, and I was also very, very depressed when I was pregnant with my daughter. I want to start working out again. Like my mom gave me a treadmill, and I like probably used it like one time, maybe two, but it really wasn't like that much, so it just kind of just sits. And I really want to find the energy, just like I'm finding energy to do this, incorporating that into my everyday, even if it's like a few minutes out of the day, still getting on there to walk for like 10, 15, 20 minutes or something like that, just to start off. Because I used to, after I had my second son, I worked out And I think that was like my first successful weight loss journey that I've ever been on. I lost about 40 pounds with my after having him, and the way that I just felt, like the confidence that I had and all of those things, like it made me feel so good. And that also, like, working out helps your moods, and I am somebody that does suffer from depression. When I was working out, like literally I was just such a better person. I feel like I was a better mom, I was a better friend, I was a better sister, I was a better wife. Like I was just a better person overall, and I want that so much. But like the energy that it takes to just get up and do it, I feel like I have to break that barrier. Like at one point in time, I'd love to do it. Like that was like, I can't wait to get up tomorrow morning, or I can't wait till tomorrow to do this exercise, because that's just how I felt. Like the energy was there, the motivation was there, the excitement was there, the determination was there, the discipline, which is the key word in all of this, was there. But sadly, over time, like after having my daughter and like being set back, I lost it. And I just want to get back to that so much. I want to hold myself accountable by putting this out to the world, that by the end of this year, December, before the ball drops, I'm going to weigh myself and I'm going to be 40 pounds down. This is my promise to not just me, but the people that are watching me that are also struggling with these same things. I want more of a clear head, and I feel like that's what working out, eating right does for me. It gives me such a clear head, and I'm just so much happier. But more importantly, I want to be able to play with my kids longer than what I am now. I want to be able to fit on rides when I go to amusement parks, because like that is like such an unspoken thing on like the struggles of being a bigger person. Like I have big breasts, and breasts is such an like older way of saying big boobs. I'm trying to be appropriate, guys. I'm sorry if you guys cringed at that, because I cringed at it. But I went to Kennywood with my kids, and let me tell y'all how I was downright afraid to get on certain rides because I did not feel like I was gonna be able to fit on them. So I literally I wrote like 4 rides in that whole amusement park, and some like the one ride that I got on, it's called the Exterminator. It shuts down on you, and it almost did not shut down on me. And I was like, if I have to do the walk of shame, I'm going home. Like that is so freaking embarrassing. But I feel like we can love ourselves and still want to improve ourselves, because once you become stagnant, you're not growing. I really want to focus on not doing it because I want to change the way that I look. Like, yes, that is one of the goals here, but not it being the only goal, because I feel like when I give myself like time frames, I'm like, oh, my birthday's coming up, I want to lose this, that, and third weight. And I may or may not accomplish that, but then once I get to that point, it's like, okay, I'm here, and it's so hard to keep going because now I have nothing else to look forward to. I want to get out of that. I want to get out of that mindset. Like, we are doing this to change our lives for the better. I don't want this to become a diet. I want this to become a lifestyle that I'm happy with, a lifestyle that it's going to always be like that, because I don't want to stop. I don't want to start, and I don't want to stop because I've reached the goal and I no longer have like a need for it, if that makes sense. What I do all the time, and that's why I stop eventually. And I don't know if you guys like noticed, I did get my nose pierced, so this is like, it looks a little lopsided because my nose is like super swollen right now. So just not too much on my nose, please. That pretty much concludes the video. I am so happy of where I'm at. I am very content. I know that, yes, there's always going to be what's next, but I also want to take more time to be happy with what I accomplish, not beating myself up, because I feel like that also goes into having lack of confidence for yourself, because if you're constantly just being mean to yourself about things that you may or may not have been able to accomplish, that also weighs on it. At least for me anyways. What are some of the things that you guys struggle with, and what's something that from here on out, because we have 6 more months in the year, and 6 months from now, where do you guys see you? Where do you see yourself? Like, where do you want to be at, and what do you think you're gonna do to get there? This life is not always the nicest, so let's just not be mean to each other. Thank you for coming to Good, Bad, and the Ugly, and I hope that you guys were able to take something from this, and if you like it, let me know so we can continue to do this series. Also, let me know any topics that you would like me to talk about on Sunday. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.